Alright, hey guys, it is Chris here again with another video, and in this video today we're going to be taking a look at the Galleria at White Plains in White Plains, New York. So the reason why we're taking a look at this Macy store today, because a couple days ago, it was announced by Macy's that they have sold their entire anchor spot to the new owner of the Galleria at White Plains, not Simon anymore, some other company, for $27 million. Now, what does this mean for this store? It pretty much means that Macy's no longer has the ownership of the actual anchor building, and now the ownership of that building belongs to the mall. So they no longer own the actual anchor building. So the reason why I'm going over this today is because I want to give another example of Macy's selling off a building. So back in early 2016, Macy's had a restructuring plan, and they decided to sell one of their stores at the Tyson's Galleria, considering they had another store at the Tyson's Corner Center for, I don't know the exact, $46 million, so this one was a little less. But the reason why this is a great example right here is because, yes, this was sold in 2016, but guess what happened 3 years later? It says on January 10th, 2019, it was announced that Macy's would be closing as part of a plan to close 8 stores nationwide, and the store closed on March 25th, 2019. So why would I be giving an example of this if Macy's sold off this building? Well, it's because that this Macy's store at the Galleria at White Plains, not saying it's going to happen anytime soon, but in the long term, it might very well close. I'm not saying it's going to close, but it could very well close, considering they just sold the entire anchor building to the mall. I'm not saying it's going to happen this year. I'm not saying it's going to happen next year, but it could happen within 3 years or 5 years, or, however long it takes. And here's something else that could happen. Macy's could very well continue to lease the same store, but they could also downsize the store too. It doesn't have to be as big as it can be. They can also say, we don't need this space anymore, we're going to split with another anchor tenant. Macy's could also very well do that too. So, like I said, this can go many different ways. They could close the whole store, they could split the building in half, and remodel the entire building and just have Macy's in half of the building. I'm not saying it's going to happen, any of this is going to happen. Again, this is just some possibilities, because this did happen before at the Galleria. Tyson's Galleria, and it closed. But this store could take a very different path, and I could be totally wrong. But this is just a hypothetical event. But it could very well happen. Again, they could very well close the store, and they could only have Cross County as their only store in Westchester County. But honestly, I think this store is going to stay. They might make some modifications to the building, but I don't know if that's true or not. So I can't say if it's true. But all I'm saying is Macy's no longer has the ownership of this building as they once did. So we're actually going to go over the article right over here. And this actually, ironically enough, this actually happened a few days right after Sears announced that it was shutting down or closing down its store at Cross County. So let's take a read over at the article here. So Macy's sold its real estate at the Galleria Shopping Center to the mall's new owner, Pacific Retail Capital Partners, for $27 million. Under the new management, Macy's will remain open as a tenant. That's right, guys. So it will remain. It's not going anywhere. Right now, it's going to remain. So do not worry about this store closing at all. It just means that Macy's no longer has control of the building. Anyways, one of the mall's anchor stores, along with Sears, while the rest of the shopping center was bought by Pacific Retail Capital Partners in 2016. Obviously, as we know from Simon Property Group, the sale was part of the retailer's asset management strategy based ongoing review of its retail portfolio, which Emily Hawkins, this was the same lady that talked about the Nanuet store. They said, after careful consideration, Macy's decided to sell White Plains, New York store. They said they will continue to operate the store under a lease, and the store will operate as it does today. The building, which is located on the east end of the mall, is on a 2.25-acre lot on Court Street between Martine Avenue and Main Street. It is assetted at about $25 million in the city's 2019 assessment roll. 2016, they purchased the Galleria Mall, including the other anchor Sears store property. Oh wow, for $119.58 $58 million aiming to transform the 87,000 square foot mall. So, again, this video is pretty much to make you guys aware that this Macy's store right now is not going anywhere. It's not closing. It's just that Macy's no longer has control of the building. That's basically what this video is about today. So I guess, or no, you know what? It's not closing. I'm not even going to bother with the street view. I'd rather, if it was closing, it'd be a lot different. But you guys get the idea. So, anyways, thank you guys again for watching this video. Yes, I know it was short. Yes, I'm going to film elevators. I've just been very busy with a lot of stuff. But I promise I will be getting back to elevator videos soon. So, anyways, guys, thank you again for watching this video. Please make sure to check the link in the description below. And that will be it.